Alright, so in World Zero, updated for their Valentine's update, adding another battle pass here. Of course, it costs 1,000. If you want to do the premium track, of course, you don't have to. But if you do finish your premium track, you do get your 1,000 crystals back. So you get 39 ranks, but a little bit different this year. I didn't get, obviously, last time I did this video, I got to the max rank in about 4 hours, but I streamed for about 3 hours. I'm not consistently playing the same mission over and over again, but it's a little bit harder, a little bit longer to actually get to max rank. I only got to rank 12 in about 3-4 hours, which is kind of sad. Of course, obviously, the whole point is to take your time. You have 22 days to do it, and I can't rush this one because it's a little bit long. Like I said, a little bit. They kind of nerfed the best way to do it. Technically, here we have rank 12, and of course, we're still doing this mission, which is the Grave Tower dungeon, just like last year or last battle pass. This one is still pretty good. It has been nerfed. They did make it a little bit faster to complete, which means they lowered the amount of mobs that do spawn, but the mobs that do spawn are still pretty good compared to other missions, and is also level 12, so it's a lot weaker stuff to kill and much easier things to kill. So the difference between this year and last year's one, the Christmas one, is that usually how it works is that you're supposed to pick up candy off the floor, off mobs when you kill them, and there's a chance they might drop, and there's a chance that you'll give you +2 or +4. Wow, there's a big difference here, because last year, as you know, if you were at around that time, the candy canes dropped at +4, or they dropped at +8. So here we're a huge, not nerf, but just a little bit different this year, as they give a lot less. So that means that the rate of getting these candies are a lot lower now, which kind of sucks. So as you can tell, before in the last year, the Christmas one, we got about roughly 100 per run, or to like 150 or 200 in one run. We were super lucky. Now we get about 50, 40, 60. So in about 4 minutes, it's a little bit faster to do this mission now. I think last year, before this update, the mission took about 6 minutes to do, because it's a lot longer. And I'll show you guys why it's much shorter, and I'll tell you why it's shorter as well. Like I said, they reduced some enemies and made rooms a bit smaller. And so pretty much there's that. So let me just, I'm skip through the waiting here. It seems like taking about a long time here, so we'll just wait until we find some match or something. Alright, so let's go a little bit solo here, because it took way too long. Now there's no one's playing right now, but we can see we're 64 candies on us right now, so you can pretty much do the math at the end. Of course, it is all random, so it could be different for everybody, and not every time the mobs will drop the same candy, and they might drop +2 or +4, so it kind of sucks in that reason. So we'll try to show you where how the candy looks like. So of course, everything's easy to kill as always. So this room is different. If you don't remember, this room is like at least 20 enemies or 30 enemies in this one room. That's only 11, so you can see that's a big difference there. There's one got +2 candy right there, so it's a big difference. Kind of sucks, but yeah, this room has been changed to be a little bit faster, but they were not that hard to kill. Here, the next room, room 2, as you can see, remember before, it used to wrap around the whole area, but now it is just this 13 enemies to be another 30 enemies, not 13. So cut it in half here. It makes it a lot faster, but obviously, I mean, less enemies mean less candy, or chance to get a candy, of course. So that kind of sucks at that point. So I'm gonna continue on here and see how much we make. Like I said, I think this is pretty much one of the better missions. There might be another one that could be pretty good, but in my opinion, this one is pretty good. Now, here's the reason why. It's because, yes, there was maybe some missions that might have the same amount of mobs, but the thing is that the boss in this one spawns enemies that actually have a chance to drop candy. So like, the boss is pretty worth it. Sometimes you could probably just, if you do a mission that has a lot of enemies, you could just leave the boss, because the bosses are pretty much just one enemy most of the time. So there's no real point doing them. But like, as you can see here, as you see the candy right there, you pick it up, or your pet picks it up, you get +4 or +2. So like I said, it's a very, very different now, and a lot longer, and it just takes more time to finish this. Like I said, each run is different. You don't know. I can't really say that. I say like at least the average is 50 per run, and it takes about 4 minutes depending if you can one shot everything or kill things pretty fast. But sometimes you may get more, which is good, or you may get less. You may get like even like 20 or something. I don't know, or 30. But I mean, it's still pretty good since other missions might not have that much enemies in it. Like 50 is a good average, pretty much. It might be like 22 in this room. It's like 23 in the last room. So like it's still a lot of enemies to fight, which is very, very nice. And also, since this new update, if you're not max level or not a high level, you're gonna get a lot of experience still. They changed the way XP works in this game, as this game is going to be open worlds in about, let's say, 20 to 30 days from this recording. So maybe it's already out already. You're watching this. Who knows? I mean, why would you be watching this if it's open world? Because the event would be over by now. The event has 22 days. So I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know, it's that kind of stuff. Anyways, so we're about halfway, almost done. Getting a lot of candy. We're getting pretty lucky though. I feel pretty good. We're getting a lot of candy. I don't remember how much I had before this one. I'm sure we'll rank up. I think like 60 something. So honestly, I forgot. And now I don't know how to compare how much we got. But I'll just say we get like 50 around there. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows? I can't tell. I wish I can. But my short-term memory kills me sometimes. So there's that. So okay, everything pretty quickly here. Double check. If your inventory is full, your pet will not pick up the candy if there's a rune on the floor. So there's that. Can't do much about that, sadly. Here, the boss should be pretty fast, as always. So like I said, the enemies that spawn in the boss room have a chance to drop candy, as you can see here. So that's why this boss is pretty good. It's long, but you get these extra chances of killing these enemies here. And having a chance to drop candy as well, which is very, very nice. And not a lot of bosses have extra mobs and as short as this one. Of course, we're doing solo, so I don't know how much faster this could be, but I think we're doing this pretty fast, at least. That boss will drop candy as well, so that's the one good thing. So we'll take a look of how much we got. I don't know. We had, I think, like 60, right? So we got 30. Got a lot. I'm gonna say 50. That's 70. 70. Around 70. I don't remember how much I had. I think it was like 60 from before. I don't know. It was pretty good increase. That was a lot. I think we got pretty lucky there. Can't say much. Here's a problem having full inventory. Delete twice, and then we pick up this. Yes. Nothing good, of course. We delete these most of the time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Takes us 4.5 minutes to do it solo. We do the math there of how long it's gonna take you. I guess I'll show it. If you haven't been in the game yet, I guess I'll show you guys the rewards you can earn. If you don't know, I haven't logged in today. So here we have. Take a look here. What did we unlock? So we have got some candy. Useless. Anyways, inventory is full, which is not full, but it's fail proof. Whatever. Down it goes. Alright, so what do we have? So we have at rank 5, cosmetic wise, Springy Hearts. That's what we're wearing right now. Then at rank 10 for non-premium, we have Devil Tail. Then at 12, we have Red Heart Pajamas. At rank 12 premium. At premium 15, we got a Groom Suit. Looks like that, I guess. Then at rank 20, we got a Mouth Rose, which looks like this, as you can see there. Then at rank 25, we got a Rose Suit. Then at rank 28, we get our Purple Heart Pajamas. Then at rank 35, we get this white suit. And then at last rank 40, you get this white special dress. And at rank 40 again, you get a white hat to match the white suit. So you can, and I guess you get this blush, which I guess you can't really see it in that picture. And we also get heart cheeks, I guess. There's 2 things I missed because they're blank. But that's pretty much it right there. And I guess if you want to see the aura Aura shop. Here's the aura chests. We get a Kiss Sparkle aura for 3.2%, and then purples and blues there. There you go. That's pretty much it for the events. They did announce, like I said, open world is coming soon, in about a month from now. So look forward to that, of course. But we are going to head off, and I don't know. I'll probably finish this eventually. I don't know when, but someday we will.